Daft. There you go. Do you want to do the intro or shall I?
You can do it.
All right. Hello. Welcome to the Autists because, fuck it, no bugger will watch it anyway. But we're going to talk about horror remakes because they are a fucking mixed bag. If anything,
Absolutely.
they really are a mixed bag. So I choose 5, and Alex has so many. I don't think he could choose 5 if I paid him.
Nah.
Anyway, so what film do you want to talk about first?
I'd like to talk about because I've just watched first time in ages Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning.
Oh yeah,
Equal to the 2003 remake.
Oh yeah,
and I liked them at the time, and I still think they hold up. And then in comparison, I've watched Leatherface, which was 2018, 2019.
I've not caught that one yet.
No, I don't know if it connects to any films or any because I know they've done some since, but that was
just bad. Was it?
It was not bad, but it was not a Leatherface movie or Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. It was just there. It was hot, dark, horrible, violent, but I wouldn't call it a Chainsaw Massacre movie. It had a different title, a completely different movie, perfect, but.
It's like it sounds like those later Hellraiser films, you know.
Yes.
They wanted to sell a horror film, but they wanted to tie it to a franchise. Fun fact: Henry Cavill, Superman, flew for the first time in Hellraiser. Shit, which one's about the video game?
If only I've seen it myself, but I know which one you're on about.
Yeah. First time he ever flew. Mind you, he did have a massive chain stuck in his back, but, flying is flying.
Helped him flying.
Do you know what? I do actually want to talk about Psycho. Right? Do you want to talk about this?
Go for it. Yeah.
Right. I think the problem with this was it was in color. It sounds fucking weird to sort of say that, but I think the biggest problem was it was in color. I mean, Vince Vaughn does a great job as Norman Bates, and every other actor is really good in it. And with it being in color, you kind of lost a lot of the creepy, claustrophobia that Alfred Hitchcock brought to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And the black and white made it suspenseful. Where it was too bright, it was too colorful for a horror movie, and it kind of ruined it. I saw that Psycho before I saw the original Psycho.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I think also the problem was Vince Vaughn. He was part of the Brat Pack when that was released, so nobody could really see him as this serious role. But now with that, is it Cell Block H?
Yes, the that and the one with Mel Gibson, Drag Across Concrete.
Oh yeah,
same director, I think, as well.
Yeah, now people can see him as this different actor, not just that stupid frat pack idiot boy,
Yeah.
Whether he's like, I think that kind of ruined it for a lot of people as well, because we see an actor, we kind of see what they are. What's your next film then?
My next film?
Yeah.
I mean, we just discussed what we're going to talk about, and half of them you already mentioned. So I don't mind talking about the Hills of Eyes.
Oh, the Hills of Eyes. Actually, I'm going to come straight back because I've got to show you something. Because I want to talk about charity shops as well.
Okay.
Right, because look, I shouldn't do that. I've been in pain all day. That's why I'm on my bed. That's gonna sting in the morning. There you go. There's the original. Includes poster from NBC. If you remember NBC.
Yeah.
I'm fucking old. But there it is. Look. Still has the poster included.
That's cool.
I do prefer the artwork to the original. What do you think of the new one then?
As a film, I loved it as a film. Although loved the original as well for the grittiness, that 70s gritty, like the old Chainsaw Massacre and Last House on the Left. It's that sort of era of like gritty,
Yeah.
sort of feels real, sort of horror.
Mm.
But the 2006 remake holds up still as a good 2000s horror, nice and gory.
Mm.
There's,
Oh, yes.
yeah, there's bits and bits. It repeats from the original quite literally, but I find it improves just because of, well,
Hmm.
the goriness they can get away with by the time that film anyway.
What I like about The Hills Have Eyes, both the original and the remake, is the real horrific side isn't with the mutants at the start. It's when he goes on his fucking rampage.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like, I love it when horror films sort of twist the script on you. Like, you got these horrible monsters, and all of a sudden you're actually kind of going, they're going to get fucking offed.
Yeah.
They're going to fucking die.
Yeah.
And they're meant to be the guys you're meant to be rooting against, but you're kind of going, why am I feeling sorry for these fucking guys, you know?
Mm.
And then you have this dude just going on this absolute fucking rampage. He's just fucking murdering them left and right.
Yeah.
And I watched the original. These are literally charity. All these films I've got on my bed here are charity shop finds. I mean, if you can kind of see it, Dorothy House, 50p.
Oh, I used to work there.
I think that's probably why I like it so much, because it cost me next to fuck all.
Yeah.
I mean, price is important. And it's great.
Go and get it when it first came out. You really would have hated that film.
I probably would have, because I did watch the original first.
Yeah.
And I still think the first, in the original series, not this one, the first and the last, so Nightmare on Elm Street and The New Nightmare, stand out the best.
Yeah.
That's probably because, Freddy's evil. He feels nasty. He's not that comedy, funny guy.
Yeah.
He's a nasty bit of work. And like in A New Nightmare, he's just notched that evil up to 11.
Oh, Wes Craven did a good job with that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He brought it back to how Freddy should be as this evil being instead of this comedy joke that he became in the other films.
Yeah, I mean, they did a kind of good job with Jason versus Freddy. They made him a little bit more serious.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's just as is, isn't it? It's like Godzilla and Kong and all that sort of business, isn't it? It's just bring them all together and let them fight. That's what it's just fan service, but
exactly
that's what it does. It pleases everyone. So
that's what, like, if you see a film called Freddy versus Jason, that's what you're paying to see.
Exactly.
And that fight between Freddy and Jason, going back and forth into the dream world, into the real world, them just beating the absolute hell out of each other, was so enjoyable. But it's like, that's what I've paid to see.
Exactly.
And the fact I just loved that Jason just was this. I love Jason anyway. He's like my favorite. He is my favorite horror icon, because he never says a word. He just gets down to fucking business. These people have to die. Okay, that way he goes.
Absolutely.
People die.
He will get in trouble today because he never says a word.
Oh yes, we said. Did we say a naughty word? Probably.
No, I meant Jason doesn't say anything at all, so he'll never get in trouble.
Nah, he'll never get in trouble. He'll be the best.
He'll never get in trouble.
And he doesn't kill dogs.
It's fine.
And he's an equality slasher. He kills women, disabled, gay people, straight people, black people. He doesn't care. He kills everyone. He's all about equality.
Yeah, exactly. More power to him.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, talking about horror films, what always kind of surprised me, except The Hills Have Eyes and My Bloody Valentine, all of them always have a strong woman in it with a great character.
It always did, yeah.
I mean, it's a trope. The final girl's a trope.
Yeah.
I just finished playing the DLC for South Park Fractured Butthole.
Hmm.
Do you want to know a fun fact about that title? I love this. I just love this fact about that one game.
Yeah.
Matt Stone wanted the word butthole in the title, and Ubisoft just denied it all the time. And he was
Yeah.
there going, well, how could it be fractured but whole?
Oh.
And I was thinking,
Brilliant.
dude's a Hollywood troll. He's got to. And
Absolutely.
I was watching another one where there was a song in it about the homeless. And it says, there's a line in it. It goes, go stay by Matt's house. It's great for the homeless. But as I said, like all of them have great, strong women in it. And if I was a feminist or whatever, this is the sort of thing I'd be promoting. Like, we'll go watch horror films because it's got strong women in it.
Oh yeah.
They never need to be fucking saved.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Halloween Laurie did have to get saved by Dr. Loomis.
Yeah.
In the eyes. But up to that point, he was handling shit.
Absolutely.
My Bloody Valentine. Have you seen the original My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah, I've got it somewhere.
I've never seen it. I didn't even know this one was a remake.
Oh, fair enough.
And I love the fact that it's really good twist on it as well. It's another good twist on the horror fantasy because the guy, let's see how old this film is before we mask any spoilers. 2009. If you haven't watched this in 15 years, this is your fault. The fact that is Jason Ackles, who plays, the killer in the film. You think he's going to be the guy that takes him down. You think he's going to be the hero at the end.
Yeah.
And he turns out to be the villain.
Mm.
Brilliant. So what do you think is a really bad horror remake? Or what makes a bad horror remake?
What makes a bad horror remake? Well, you said you're a fan of the Nightmare remake, aren't you?
I like what they did with Freddy. That's what makes it, in my opinion, better because he's an evil Freddy. It's like a proper evil guy. I kind of think they fucked it up because they were going down this entire route where Freddy was innocent.
Yeah.
And they fucked it up. No, it's like, wait, is he innocent? And it all looked like he was just this innocent guy who liked looking after children. He was a friendly, nice person. And it was like, nope, that's not how it happened. But no, continue with Nightmare. I mean, it doesn't bother me if you like it or not. You know me, dude. It's your opinion. It's your opinion.
I just never been a big fan of it. There's some bits that maybe think this could have worked. But then again, I can't exactly explain how it would be better because it did do what I feel as a different sort of film, like with Freddy, in that it made him darker, it made him less of a comic that the later films did. So it did do what I just execution wise. I think the ending is what I didn't like about it. It's just the way it ended compared to the original.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what did it for me because when I watched it again not too long ago. I just I think that's what killed it for me.
Yeah, it does. I think that's just. I think they were just trying to, because you can definitely tell there's a change during the film. Because at the start of the film, you have this very dark horror. I mean, the guy slits right at the start. The guy slits his throat in a diner.
Yeah,
and you got this real darkness going on, and how the kids are suffering because they can't sleep. You can, they're really, they're trying to figure out what's going on, and then it suddenly goes into this more teen slasher rather than the dark horror it started with. It had this entire flip about halfway during the film, and I always wondered if that's the studio going, oh shit, they don't like the way we're going, now we have to change it.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's maybe if it wasn't a Nightmare on Elm Street, but like if it was a different character, it might have worked even better. Again, audience and all that. But Jesus,
we need to give these Terrifying movies a go because this is like a new thing, and people seem to be really enjoying them.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things, and to me,
I'm not all for practical effects, so.
But to me, it sounds like the director's going more for the shock value.
Yeah, I heard more value than actual scares. So.
Yeah, it's like all these films that we had this entire period where it was all jump scares, and they only work once, twice.
Yeah,
and horror has to have that really good build up at the start, or something that sort of puts you right in the spot, which makes you go, yeah, no one's safe. I'm going to give them a go this week. I'm planning to watch one on Halloween, and if it doesn't, if I don't like it, I'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to watch the rest, and that'll be it.
That's fair enough.
But I think it might be just something that's been so overhyped because it's just going to sound weird. We've had fucking crap for how long now with movies?
About 15 years.
Yeah. And when something mediocre arrives, it's not good, it's mediocre. It's basically average. It's got such a low bar to cover, it just beats it every time. And it just seems really good because everything else is shite.
Yeah.
But no, I'll give it a go. I mean, I like the design of Art the Clown. It's a nice look. But yeah, fuck. So I'm just trying to think because when it comes to remakes, not all remakes are bad. How? I was just looking at my collection today, and I've got many remakes. Like just the ones I pulled off the shelf there. But The Thing is a remake.
Oh yeah.
And that flopped in the cinema.
Yeah.
I think most of John Carpenter's films flopped in the cinema. I think Halloween was like his only one.
The Thing came out the same week as E.T. Probably didn't help. The other alien movie.
Oh yeah. And not as I don't like E.T. Oh fuck me! I hate that film so much.
Oh, fair enough.
I really do.
I like it better when it's the original, not the crappy 2002 one. With the
Oh yeah.
one effects.
Yeah. All guns have been replaced with walkie-talkies.
Oh yeah.
I just watched that South Park episode as well when he was Saving Private Ryan. All guns have been replaced with walkie-talkies, and they're carrying walkie-talkies like guns going. Fuck me. No, it's too sweet for me. It's too saccharine. It's just.
No, fair enough.
He's like, oh, he dies. Dude, it's halfway through the fucking film. We know he's gonna live. And everyone who hasn't seen that 40-year-old film, spoilers. And mind you, at the same time, The Thing was out at the same time. So my dad, being a massive sci-fi buff, got me watching The Thing at a young age.
Oh, fair.
Which is a fantastic film. Fuck me, I love that film. Fun fact about Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. They both played Elvis Presley.
That's right.
And they're both in Tombstone.
Yep.
Just a weird fucking coincidence. And he didn't actually want to be credited for his role in True Romance as Elvis Presley. Because it was such a minor role. I mean, you had like Christian Slater. Think about it, Val Kilmer was in a film with Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette,
and fun fact,
Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman. Michael Tudak. Brad Pitt.
I was about to say, yeah.
The guy who played in The Sopranos.
James Gandolfini.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
Right, yeah.
And he didn't want to be credited. Like, that's a massive list of, top class actors in one film.
Yeah.
And Samuel Jackson dies in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And he never gets to say motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you get to see Patricia Arquette's boobies. That's why we watch horror, because our parents wouldn't let us buy porn, so we had to see our tits somewhere else.
What's kind of funny with Val Kilmer and True Romance is that although you only hear his voice as Elvis, you do get to see him in the trailer.
Yeah, I know. Well, you do see him in the film, but you never see his head.
Nah, that's right. You see bits of his glimpses of his his clothes, in the Elvis clothing. But yeah, that's it.
And that's another film with a badass female, like Patricia Arquette, Alabama Worley, absolute fucking badass. She's the one who kills Gandolfini. She kills him.
Mm.
And rather than giving up where her husband was, this is why it's a proper romantic film. She'd rather die than tell this guy where her husband was.
Mm.
And she goes absolutely fucking nuts on him.
Yeah.
She does. Also, it was also meant to be Quentin Tarantino. I'm so full of useless movie shit.
No, I don't know Quentin Tarantino. Please explain who Quentin Tarantino is.
Oh yeah, he's this director who really likes feet.
No way.
No, right? Who else puts tits in their film for that sexual act? He puts feet. Anyway,
See the Brad Pitt's what was it, Golden Globe? I think it was Golden Globes or some other one where he's thanking Margot Robbie's feet. Never a female actress's like feet. It's like,
I mean, that one scene in the Wolf on Wall Street, you could swear that was Quentin Tarantino just directing that one part.
yeah.
With the feet. But originally, if it was to be, if True Romance was finished and directed by Quentin Tarantino, it was going to tie in to Reservoir Dogs. Because Alabama Whirly was going to be the only survivor of the shootout with her son.
Oh yeah, I've seen the alternative ending.
Yeah, and she is the woman Mr. White is talking about in Reservoir Dogs. You know, that thief. She's her.
Yes.
See, that's how you do a good universe. You don't have to watch all the films to get everything, like to know it's tied in. Except you've got to try to explain why Samuel L. Jackson's in every fucking one. Jackie Brown's not technically part of the universe, though.
No, because I was going to say, his is it Jules in Pulp Fiction?
Yeah,
because he's meant to be the piano player in Kill Bill.
Yeah,
I forget what's his character's name in that, but it was supposed to be Jules moving on. You know, walk the earth, as he said.
Yeah. And not only that, because he didn't actually write Jackie Brown. This is the only film he didn't.
Yeah.
It's a book called Rum Punch.
That's it.
Anyway, but it's got those little tie-in moments where you don't quite realize they are tied together. Like if we start from his first, which is technically True Romance.
Yeah.
Then we go into Reservoir Dogs, which has Patricia Arquette's character being mentioned. Then we go to Pulp Fiction, where Michael Madsen, Mr. Yellow, is the brother of John Travolta. What's his fucking name?
Vincent Vega.
That's the one, Vincent Vega. And what's after that? After Pulp Fiction, it's Kill Bill, where you have the piano player. And then after Kill Bill, it goes back in time to the Inglourious Bastards.
Yep.
And of course, you've got the watch from Pulp Fiction mentioned in that.
Yes.
And then the grandfather of the guy who gave the watch to Bruce Willis's character is mentioned in Inglourious Bastards. Now, I know Natural Born Killers is meant to tie in somewhere. And I believe it's because it's where I think it was where Vincent. No, it was where Michael Madsen, Mr. Yellow, did time. He was part of that riot.
Right.
And that's how you do a universe. It all ties together, but you don't have to watch several fucking films to get what's going on.
Nah.
Anyway,
well, a lot of good films to watch.
Yeah, and look, I don't like Inglourious Bastards. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I like Django Unchained. That's fantastic.
I was going to say, that was a good one too.
Now, I think Inglourious, again, it's not a bad film. I'm not saying it's an awful film. I think it's with just the high level that Quentin Tarantino constantly pumps out. Well, he's retired now anyway. It's just the weakest of all of them. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to horror.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about horror. Because Halloween's coming up.
Yay. Little brats come to my door asking for sweets, and I was like, no. No, I'm joking. I do have some sweets.
Yeah, just not for you, you little shits.
Oh, here's our day. It'd be fine. Nah, I'm joking. It's from a little while ago. Well, here you go.
I'm so glad I live in a block of flats.
Just the highest of brands.
Oh yes. Can't beat the Audi brands.
Although, just stuck a few of these in there.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Some star mixes. I got a big bag from ages ago. I just never ate them. So.
Holy shit! I just realised something else. Well,
Oh,
this is such a strange coincidence. The Friday the 13th remake is fantastic.
Mm.
My Bloody Valentine remake is also fucking fantastic.
And it has
Jensen Ackles in My Bloody Valentine, and Jesus fucking Christ, what's his name?
I forgot his name, but
Jared Padalecki.
The other supernatural guy, yeah.
Yeah, both were in Supernatural.
When you talk about My Bloody Valentine, I was going to bring that up. I was like,
I know. Supernatural is quite good as well. That's a nice little bit of a horror series.
They both came out in 2009, those films as well.
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
And I've got to say, Supernatural is a damn good. That's something else we don't get. Really good horror series anymore.
Mm.
Like Supernatural was the last. We had the X-Files when we were kids. Shit, no wonder it's so fucked up.
Yeah, because I was going to say Ash vs. Evil Dead, but that's more comedy, isn't it, really? So
yeah. Supernatural does it well both.
Mm. Oh,
and
yeah.
I like their silly. I do like their sillier episodes. You know?
Have you seen the one when they go into the Scooby-Doo universe?
Not yet. I'm going to watch that with Talia, because Talia loves Scooby-Doo, and I think she'll enjoy that one.
Oh, it's really good.
So I'm going to miss that one. I think I'm on season 12 at the moment, but I got Paramount Plus, which means I'm watching South Park. I'm in this position where I'll buy a streaming service and just watch it for one series and nothing else. It's like, have you seen all these other great shows? Yes. Don't want to watch them. I want to watch South Park.
Yeah.
Supernatural did horror well. The X-Files did horror well. Oh, that's on Paramount Plus too. Yeah. So I watched two things on Paramount Plus and one thing on Amazon Prime. Jesus fucking Christ. I just throw my fucking money away, don't I? I just will get the DVD box sets.
Yeah.
What was my point? Fuck, what's my point? Oh.
We're talking about the Supernatural Brothers and horror remakes initially.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck me. Oh, yeah. I think what made them good is, and something I've noticed in a lot of TV series that go on, like if you see these bad TV series that go on for ages, like The Big Bang.
Big Bang Theory? Oh.
Fuck me.
There's an echo in his chat.
Yeah. Big Bang. See, it was good at the start, right? I'm not joking. I think if you watch the first 5-6 series, it's really fucking good.
Oh, fair enough.
And they tend to get male friendship down well.
Mm.
Which is a lot of jibing and, you know, putting each other down. It's what men do.
Mm.
You know? It's so we know our boundaries where we can, you know, talk shit about each other. Whereas after that, you had Blossom come in, and she fucking ruined it. I reckon she's the reason it went bad. Because then it started to go very fucking woke. And I mean, very, like they were talking about, oh, we got to get more women in science. Now, that's a good thing. We want more people in science rather than doing lesbian dance theory.
Oh, yeah.
But it started to get more and more that way. And, like, you could tell she was having this influence on it because she's a massive feminist.
Yeah.
Where at the start, it really was just guys picking on each other, being dudes, and, you know, making sure that when ships are down, that they are still there for each other.
Mm.
But when a good series like Supernatural, Psych, which was fantastic, Dan Versus, you've got... Why did they take that off fucking Phoebe? That was so fucking good.
It's on, I noticed it was, like on my Fire Stick, it says it's on somewhere else.
Oh, I hope so, because it's really good. Like, it's, again...
Second, because I can bring it up. Dan Versus, because that annoyed me, because I watched one episode and that was it. Plex.
It's on Plex? Even better.
Plex. There we go.
That is something
it popped up today on my Fire Stick, and I thought I'd need to tell you that.
Hold on. No way.
Why not? Why now? While we're on live.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to check something.
That's fine.
Making sure no one's actually chatting. Because like I said, no bug will watch it. But you get these fantastic series. Psych. Scrubs up till season 9. Season 10 is just so fucking rad. And it has the same issue. It's the exact same issue. And if you watch these shows, like, you can see the chemistry within the cast.
Yeah.
But they all are. You can see that they're good friends, that, they're not taking it overly serious. It's like when we worked together in the Odeons, we were having a good time all the time.
Yeah.
Because we were working, because we're good friends, like with everyone else. If we were good friends with them, the day just fucking zoomed past. Did I ever tell you I got into trouble in Odeon?
What did you say or do?
Do you want to know what I fucking did?
What?
I cleaned everything. I was told off several times because I was doing day shift.
Right.
And, day shift, there was only 1 or 2 people on.
Is this during the week as well? Like,
yeah, it was midweek as well, which is fucking dead.
Dead as anything, yeah.
So I would just stand there, headbutting the tail because I was bored. So I just cleaned everything.
I used to do that. I'm sorry to get in trouble for that.
And he goes, "You can't clean everything, Martin." It's like, why not? You got to leave other people work to do.
Oh.
I'm fucking bored.
Well, you did a good, just carry on doing that. Just don't tell them that you cleaned it. Simple as that.
Well, it was hard to not tell because I did it. I actually did a good job.
Mm.
And I know that a lot of people love being with me on nights because, especially on the tails, it's like, you remember Georgina?
Yeah.
She goes, "I love being on you at night." He goes, "Why is that?" "Because we get to go home early." It's like, well, why? Because you're so good at cleaning, you're so quick, and it's like, do this, do it in this order. Anyway, back to horror films. We will talk about them, I promise. Because I'm really psyched for Halloween. I love Halloween. Because I liked, well, technically, what did you watch at Christmas? Halloween. That's a Halloween film. It's a Christmas movie, and I'm fucking watching it. But no, I think it's always cool because we have so many really bad horror movies come out.
Yeah.
I was going through Pluto today to watch to see what movies were on.
Mm.
Again, I watched it pretty much for South Park and the Rules of Engagement. And it's free, so I don't care. And they had so many bad horror movies on it.
Like, you should try Tubi.
Yeah.
You go on that.
I'm just going to sit there watching it going, I'm going to enjoy this Halloween because it's shit all fucking day long.
Yeah.
And there's ones like the pumpkin carver, spout with a K. Of course. Some clown crap. And one of the worst mainstream horror movies, The American Werewolf in Paris.
I've seen that's on there.
Because that's a film that needed a sequel.
Mm.
And American Werewolf in London ruined the Midwives, that soapy World War II drama.
All right.
It ruined for me because I saw Jenna Agutter.
I know you mean, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I've seen her tits. Oh, lady, I've seen your tits. That's just not what you said. But that's it. That's another thing. Pointless fucking sequels. Huh? I can get it. They want money. But some films don't need a sequel. And I'm glad they never made a Cherry Falls sequel. Have you seen that?
I've never seen Cherry Falls, but I've got it.
It's really good. You should watch it. And that's an old film. Let's just check when that is. Cherry Falls release.
It's like late 90s or early.
I think it was, because this is what's going to shock you. Cherry Falls.
I've got a video somewhere. That's how old it is.
1999.
Yeah, that's about right.
The rich prick, which you just wanted to punch in the face, talks about Blu-rays.
Was in the film?
In the film, yeah.
1999.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like, that's just fucking weird.
Well, that's weird.
And it's like, Blu-rays shouldn't be that old. Like, Blu-ray.
Although I was surprised my friend when I was talking about when they started making DVDs. It was like I think some of it was early '94, but I know '96 was when it's more mainstream.
Yeah. It definitely, like,
So it doesn't surprise me. But then again, this is a film, so that they might be predicting it more.
maybe it might be just a prediction, but it was really cool to kind of see that in an old film. I'm talking about Blu-ray, because I even had to like skip back to the scene and go, "Wait, did he just say that?"
Hmm.
You know? And yeah, he did. Really interesting. But yeah, that's a good one because it's the virgins who get killed.
Hmm.
And again, it's so cheesy. It's so
It's a change.
it's so cheesy. So like it, except for the virgins being killed and the teenagers decide to have an orgy. We'll stop the killer. How? Orgy.
We need to fuck each other to save our lives.
Yes. You don't want to die a virgin. And it just hits every trope. Here, for spoiler for 25, it's basically the woman, the killer is this woman got raped. Right, that's not funny. Right, we're not going to say that's funny. And he pretends to be his mother because he was born because of that. And he pretends to be his mother, so he dresses up to be the killer. And he's the teacher. And he has this whole like fucking sex dungeon. It's like this room just for killing people. It's like, you're kind of giving yourself away. Like, if the police just went to his house, like, can you please explain this room with all the very sharp instruments and the rack? I'm just very kinky. There's kinky and there's that. Oh, jeez, man. But it's fun. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. That didn't deserve a remake.
Nah, didn't even watch that.
Didn't deserve a sequel, let alone a fucking third one.
Oh god, the first sequel was okay, but I mean, just in comparison to that other one.
Oh god,
fucking hell!
And I tell you what, that was quite good because it copied Scream a lot.
Yeah,
because the major characters, like major actors, got killed all the time. Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was making it a big name as Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of them got killed. I can't. Johnny Galecki, he was a big name at the time because obviously of Roseanne. He gets killed.
So the second film was a big name. Do you remember Jack Black in it?
Oh god, and that Jamaican accent. Yeah, fuck me. My favourite film with Jack Black is The Jackal with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere.
What? Because he gets killed.
He gets fucking brutalized. It's like, hold that out, yeah. Blows his arm away. Yeah, it's slightly off by half an inch. It's like, you just murdered that guy. And Richard. Oh, talking about Richard, have you seen the Mothman Prophecies?
I've never seen that, but I've got it.
That's a damn like. I'm not a big fan of Richard Gere's films because they're all usually the same thing. He's like American Hugh Grant. You know.
Oh yeah, pretty cool in the lap sort of shit.
Yeah. So, but he's really good in it. And Deborah Winger dies right at the start.
I'd say that was actually the first film I watched because of Richard Gere, and I didn't want to initially. Then again, I did because Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah. And then, bro, I tell you what, look, I think
when he died, yeah.
Yeah, and he was, like he was really like Richard Gere. It's a shame actors like Richard Gere, Bruce Willis, Johnny Depp, Hugh Grant get constantly typecast. You know?
Yeah.
Because they're so good actors.
Mm.
Bruce Willis is a funny guy. Like, he started in comedy.
Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can definitely see that in the first Die Hard. It's actually got some really funny scenes with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And same with Richard Gere. Like, he can play that, that something that's not just some guy who's going out to get laid.
Mm.
I mean, Mothman Prophecies is a fantastic film based on a true story. The Jackal is really good in.
Yeah.
Like when that woman gets killed, when Bruce Willis stabs her in the gut,
Mm. Oh yeah.
and he goes, "You're gonna die. You got 20 minutes left to live, so you'll see him again. Well, you died painfully. Just tell him that as another woman he's lost because of me." He's like, "You're an asshole. You're just an asshole." Oh, and that's a remake as well, isn't it?
It is a remake. It's also the last theatrical film of Sidney Poitier.
Was it?
Mm. I think he did like 2 TV movies beforehand. I mean, afterwards. I mean,
Yeah. I tell you what, Sidney Poitier was a fantastic. Is he alive or dead? I think he died, didn't he?
passed away a couple of years back.
Yeah, he was a damn good actor,
Mm.
and I think Sidney Poitier.
To Serve Love.
Oh, 2 years ago! Bloody hell!
Yeah, it's quite recently.
Let's go. I think he was also like the first black guy to win an Oscar as well in 1964,
Mm.
and that was for Lilies in the Field. But he wasn't the first black person to be nominated.
Mm.
That happened back in.
That's was it Gone to Wind?
Yeah, it was the maid in Gone with the Wind. What her name was?
Yeah,
that was years ago.
Mm.
Both far before we were born.
Like 1930s, 1940s.
Yeah, 1934, I think it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, Sidney Poitier, he was a damn good actor.
Mm.
And he like he was one of the actors that's like I think like we're going to talk about Matt Stone and Trey Parker because they're just so fun to talk about.
Mm.
And he was one of the actors that asked to be on South Park to play himself. And in their usual way, they said no.
Yeah.
And if they like he was like, okay, fine, I won't play myself. Like he wasn't going to take any other role. And he was still a good guy in the film, in that episode with Robert Smith.
Yeah, because aren't they going against Barbra Streisand or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mecha Streisand, and it ends up being a Godzilla
thing. Yeah.
Barbra Streisand did not like that and made it more popular by complaining about it.
Oh yeah, what's that?
You'd thought she would have learned by now, wouldn't you?
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, and one way he likes to troll celebrities who ask to be on South Park because he makes them be animals. They make them be animals before they can have a proper role.
Mm.
And because George Clooney is the gay dog, before he got the role as a doctor in the movie, he had to play the gay dog.
Fan of it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the ones that got it started as well because of the Christmas thing.
Mm.
Yeah, and Jerry Seinfeld wanted to be on it, and they said only if you're a turkey. Anyway, so just those guys are like, I don't think they can actually make something bad.
Nah.
Ever. Like when they wanted to cancel themselves, they even went really bottom of the bucket offensive. Like during the whole cancel South Park thing, they were making some really offensive stuff.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to get backlash, and it just didn't fucking work.
Mm.
And Basketball, such a good film.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you know what is a good? I'll tell you what. I'm kind of hyperactive at the moment, which is why I've been smoking more. Did you know nicotine helps ADHD?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it does. It helps symptoms like 7-8%,
Mm.
and they're trying to find a way to turn it into a drug. There's just one massive problem. Part of the molecule in nicotine that really helps ADHD is the reason nicotine is addictive.
Yeah, I thought that's probably the problem.
Yeah. Anyway, why did I even go into that fucking tangent? Fuck me. I had Leslie Nielsen in my head. He's another great. Like, he was a fantastic serious actor back in the day.
If
He
we're
was.
going to talk about Leslie Nielsen and we're going to talk about remakes, should we talk about the horrible remake that's going to happen?
Oh, is that Naked Gun?
Mm.
Oh no, it's Police Squad, isn't it? Or is it Naked Gun?
Police Squad.
I'll be honest with you. I think Liam Neeson could do the role. I think he could do Drebin well because he's got the same sort of personality as Liam Neeson. During that time, he's like very stoic. He can just play this very straight guy, but be completely stupid at the same time, not realizing it. I think he'll be good. But
I remember his cameo in Ted 2, I think it was.
Oh yeah,
where he played that serious,
yeah,
stupid, and he probably can get away with it in the reboot. But I just think it's just one of those films. Why we're getting this?
Yeah,
other than money, why are we getting this?
And I think the biggest problem is going to be is the jokes are not going to land. It was very racy. It was very sexist. Very racist.
Yeah.
It was all of very homophobic. It was all these things that people didn't like and people don't like now. And I just don't think it's going to be funny. And because they're not allowed, comedy should be allowed to take risks. It has to be able to do that.
That's the point of comedy. It needs to take risks. If it's not going to take risks, it's just not. It's not going to be very funny. It's just everyone's just going to hate it.
What was it? I heard someone say a comedian should be loved for the same reason a journalist is hated. And that's telling the truth. But so I don't think he'll do well. And God, I would love it's a pity. Like Leslie Nielsen, fantastic actor, started off as a serious actor, very serious. He's in The Forbidden Planet. He is Prom Night. Yeah,
I watched that recently.
I don't like that fucking remake.
I never watched the remake.
Fucking don't.
That's when I stopped watching remakes. I don't know what it might be the Nightmare on Elm Street film, but from when it came to slasher films, I think it's around the same sort of time. I was just like, yeah, I've had enough.
I watched it and it got into half an hour and went, why is everyone still fucking alive? Someone should be killed by now. And it just felt like a teen drama. And I literally got half an hour into it and I went, like, no one's fucking dying. It's this crap. I think I need to up my medication. Anyway, yeah, Prom Night's fantastic. And the fact is, he was this really. And I love the fact that he didn't want to be an Airplane because it was a comedy. And he thought, you know what? If they're going to put me in this role, I'm going to play it serious. I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to be a comedic actor. I'm not going to be anything like that. I'm going to play this role seriously. Like, he didn't want the job that much. He wasn't even thinking about being comedic. And just the way it was written, it worked.
Yeah.
And the same with Naked Gun and every other film he does. He never, except that Mel Brooks film, Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Hey, look, we did mention horror there. He plays his role straight and he does it so well. He does.
That's just a film. Just remind me just to hunt out for Halloween. Then.
Which one? Dracula, Dead and Loving It.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks, even he said he can't do comedy anymore. Fuck me. Imagine Blazing Saddles came out today. Jeez. I think we'd see a massive uproar. That film's fantastic.
Yeah.
And Sidney Poitier. He was in that, wasn't he? He was the black sheriff.
Was he?
I think it was Sidney Poitier.
No, I don't think it was, but whilst I watched it, to be fair.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Mm.
No, he was. No, he wasn't. Who was in Blazing Saddles? Saddles. Say that right. 1974. That film came out.
Yep.
Oh, it's not Sidney Poitier. Doesn't even look like him.
Cleveland Little.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I think I forgot about him because he's not really in a lot of films, is he?
No, he did that many.
No. Died in 1992. Bloody hell.
Mm.
Once Bitten horror film. Hey, here you go. Vanishing Point. That's good.
I remember that.
And Fletch Lids.
Fletch Lids. Oh yeah, that's right.
His last film was in the TV series Tales from the Crypt.
Really?
Yeah, he did a lot of TV stuff. I think that's why I kind of forgot who he was.
Mm.
Things like I'm just looking through IMDb here. MacGyver. For years, I thought that was fake, and it never existed. Honestly, I never thought there was an actual series called MacGyver. I thought it was something the Simpsons made up.
Yeah.
He was in.
Yeah.
He was in Alf for 2 episodes.
Mm.
Yeah, he didn't do a lot of movies. But yeah, he was brilliant in Blazing Saddles. And I think it was either Mel Brooks or it was Gene Wilder actually said, because obviously he had to call him the N-word a lot.
Yeah.
It was like, he said, "I'm really sorry I have to say that." He said, "Don't worry about it. It's just a job. It's just what you've got to say."
Yeah.
You know, like now there's no malice in your words. Where are the white girls at? Fucking great line. Hey, look what I found. Where are the white girls at? Oh, Mel Brooks was and it gets mentioned again in Robin Hood Men in Tights, because that too becomes a sheriff.
Yeah.
It goes, "Who's ever heard of a black sheriff? They did it in Blazing Saddles." Mel Brooks is a great director. He made some really good films.
Yeah.
And again, it was that really silly spoof films that we had back in the day.
Just don't make them like that anymore.
No, because it's like they can't keep their mind on a single film when they do a spoof anymore.
Yeah. Well, speaking of like a lot of the films like the remakes we're talking about in the 2000s, 2000 was the downfall of spoofs.
It was.
Because we had the date movie, we had the epic movie.
Oh god, yeah.
Meet the Spartans.
I like Meet the Spartans. That's so fucking weird. But
I've not ever watched the last two. I tried watching, I think it was Epic Movie, and I shut it off after.
Oh, fucking Epic Movie's shite.
Mm. When
because
the guy does a Scarface impression, third time, I turned this fucking shit off. I've had enough of it. Get on my nerves. It's not funny.
I think why the Spartan movies, the Spartans, work better because it just parodied 300.
Mm.
You know, like the first 2 Scary Movies parodied Scream and parodied The Haunting.
Yeah.
And after that, they just couldn't manage to parody one film. Like even Naked Gun's just cop shows. Airplane was an absolute, almost a word for word remake of a different film, but parodying it. You know. And what else do we have? Oh, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not meant to win. What does the script say? Spaceballs. Oh, geez.
Spaceballs. Yeah.
Fuck, that's a brilliant film. Apparently, they're going to be doing a sequel of that.
Yes.
It won't be the same without John Candy. It's not going to be the same without him.
Yeah. Do you know who's going to be in it though?
Who?
Josh Gad.
Oh, he's not bad. He's not bad, but I think he's just choosing bad films.
I just think you can't replace John Candy with Josh Gad. Sorry.
No, they're too different.
Josh,
I think he the first Angry Bird film is okay if you have children because that's what it's there for. The second one they tried to add a story, because that's what kids want, some deep, meaningful story.
For a game about birds that attack pigs. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what you want, a deep, meaningful story about how someone got screwed over. Not just pigs going mental and kids. Anyway, and then he was in the
Imagine just on a dark path, like the pigs get like PTSD because of all the attacks by birds.
birds.
Shocks.
And then someone pops in a copy of the birds. They email him the DVD. Watch this. And then he was in that remake of Beauty. Oh fuck me, the remake of Beauty and the Beast.
I never watched it.
I've never been so embarrassed as a cinema going in my life.
That's an example of bad remakes. Every fucking thing Disney's made the last 5 or 6 years.
Jesus fucking Christ. Again, absolute bollocks. And they're not getting the point.
I got in trouble at Odeon for like not wanting to be interested in watching the film.
I had a great loophole when it came to bad films in the Odeon.
Mm.
You know, we always had to hype it up, no matter how fucking awful it was.
Mm.
I would go, they'd go, what do you think of the film? I go, well, I hope you enjoy it. And like, that's the only thing you can really say. It's like, is the film good? I'm not allowed to lie to you, but I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. And like, it's just they don't seem to know what they're doing.
Nah.
The Lion King remake, but
what? It's like scene for scene, isn't it? Like remake.
Pretty much. But it's all CG. It's not even a live action film.
That's what I can say. Live action.
All CGI. You know what? You do know what live action means, right? You understand the words live action. Fuck. Beauty and the Beast was so fucking awful.
Yeah, I can understand with things like Beauty and the Beast because there's actual people in it with these animated things around them. But Lion King didn't even. I don't think it does anyway.
No, it doesn't. Everything's CGI.
I was going to say, there's no humans turning up in it. And I don't remember. Don't think I've only watched Lion King once in my life. So the original. So
no, like everything's CGI. Even where it's meant to be filmed is CGI. Like none of it's real.
Or a camera around the green screen.
Really? Live action? Really? That's what you call live action? Oh, I tell you what is a good CGI film, and no one talks about it. A Scanner Darkly.
That is one film that's still on my watch list.
Oh, so good. Keanu Reeves.
Robert Downey Jr. as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Winona Ryder?
I believe so. Well,
yeah. I'm just remembering from I saw the trailer a long time ago.
Fantastic film. It's absolutely amazing, and no one talks about it. It's like that. I think it's because it can get confusing, and for some reason, people think Donnie Darko is confusing. Donnie Darko is a confusing film. Do you not get what the plot's about? No. It's about time travel. It's about seeing where you're meant to go. It's about destiny. He was meant to be killed by the plane all the time.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, anyway. Scanner Darkly. Yeah, that's a fantastic film. I'm going to watch that again soon. I am.
I think it's on. I might have to give it a go.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Talking about being absolutely fucking autistic, I've never seen Deliverance.
Really?
No. And do you know what's really fucking odd about that?
What's that?
I have it in a box set.
Oh, really?
With Get Car and True Romance.
What a strange combination.
Look, it is, right?
It's like Get Carter, Deliverance, and maybe something like Dirty Harry, because it's from like the 70s, but like True Romance.
Yeah. No, and this is how fucking autistic I am. Like, I will go out of my bed. Like, I got Deliverance. I'm gonna watch Deliverance today. I'm gonna watch Deliverance. Now go pick up the box set and go, oh, True Romance. I'm gonna watch that instead. I like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, get caught. And it's because obviously Deliverance being new to me, it's very uncomfortable for me to watch something when there's two films in the same box which I already watched and already love.
Yeah.
But I do want to watch it. Southern Comfort. That's a damn good horror film.
I have that somewhere.
There's there's two Southern Comforts. Which
There's
one are you talking about?
The Drink. No. I'm talking about is it Walter Hill?
I think so.
It's Keith Carradine?
I believe so. Southern
Mm.
Comfort film. No, I don't want to order it again. Yeah, James. Yeah, the war one.
Yeah.
Keith Carradine, T.K. Carter, Jenny Spector, Fred Ward. Bloody hell.
Fred Ward, really? Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. I know there's a
It's been a while
2001
since I've seen it, but yeah.
and 2001. Is it a remake or is it different?
2001?
No, it's not a remake, thank God.
I was going to say.
And there's going to be Southern Comfort 2024.
Well, a remake of the Walter Hill film. Really?
No, it's going to be a remake of a 1981 film. It was released. It's already out. Wait, what? Fuck no.
Used to be.
Hold on. Let me just bring this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up now. You've
Screen layout. This
not The Drink. Google.
Stop it. Share screen. Right. So there we go. Southern Comfort. Share. Right. Let's make sure this is working properly. Yeah, there you go. Southern Comfort, 1981. Fantastic bloody film.
Yeah. That's
Released February 27th, 2024.
Maybe it's a Blu-ray release, perhaps,
Might have been.
or a like a special edition type thing.
Streaming. Where can we watch it? Prime Video. No, that's a 1981 one.
Yeah, it was on Prime.
It's such a good film.
Absolutely.
No one wants to stream the new one. Is it really that bad?
I don't understand this 2024. Was it 2024, do you say?
It's 27th, 2024.
Yeah. So I'm just looking up this. Must be I don't know this remake.
Nor have I.
No, I'm looking up now. I'm on my phone and literally, it's come up some river cruiser type thing.
Oh, this makes me look bad. First thing comes up is Southern Comfort drink.
Oh, you alcoholic.
It's really.
Do
you know what? Southern Comfort, and this sounds like the weirdest thing in the world, is really nice with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I have to try that.
I really like it. And I don't really drink that much.
No.
I don't drink. I don't drink more than the average person. If he lived, in one of the southern states. There you go. Southern Comfort, 2024. Or 2014. 2014, that's the love story. Imagine picking up that movie by accident. This is a good horror.
You've realised a love story. The horror.
Wait. Where's all the scary parts? It's on UHD, and UHD. Are people still putting stuff on UHD?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it is. It's not a remake. It's the Blu-ray release. Thank fuck for that.
I was gonna say, because yeah.
Thank God. Like that had me worried. It's such a damn good film.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolutely brilliant. It's one of the best films I've seen, and it's a decent horror. And one of the few things that do actually scare me in horror is quicksand.
Yeah.
And eyes. Like anything that goes near a fucking eye, it's like no. But quicksand as well. Quicksand creeps me out. I can watch someone be decapitated, sawn into, all that, that's fine. Dying in quicksand is like, no. You're going to stop that nonsense right now. What's this nonsense? Southern Comfort is 2024 movie. Weird. It says it's there. It's a 2024
It
movie.
is an AI overview, so it's probably bollocks.
It probably is. Yeah, it probably is. Like, fuck me. AI. That's great. Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see what it gives Southern Comfort. Rotten Tomatoes. I accept because I never go on Rotten Tomatoes.
No,
75% audience, 78% critics. Beyond its genre roots and its deeper meanings, Southern Comfort is a well-honed study of characters and settings. Jeez, these people are up their ass, aren't they?
Mm.
Southern Comfort is about a single weak link that can bring down an entire operation that when good people can be pressed to do terrible things when backed into a corner. Yeah, it's about an idiot who fires at Cajuns. Because that's what happens in horror films. You get an idiot doing stupid shit.
Mm.
I didn't find it slow going at all.
Nah.
No, it's not a slow film. It's a good film. Let's have a look at horror remakes actually while we're here, because let's see what we can really sort of. All right, The Ring, yes, that's bad. The first half's good. What do you think?
I fucking hated it. As a
Yeah,
horror, I laughed my ass off when I watched it at the cinema. I just couldn't take it seriously.
fair enough. The
But then
Grudge.
again, I'm not a big fan of it in general. Like I'm not that big on the 1990 film.
I think the 1990 film is just a goosebumps at this point with swear words.
Yeah, it really felt like it's a TV film, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
it really felt it, to be honest. So
You got the. Let's have a look. Let's open this all up.
yeah, it's just
Let's more.
oh, The Fly. That's a great remake.
That's a great remake.
But
Right.
it's the 80s, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Blob. If you see the Blob remake,
I have. That's another great one.
yeah, that's a great film.
Saw X is a remake. It's not a remake. It's a reboot.
Oh, bloody Google counting on AI again.
I
The
know actually.
Crazies, I didn't like the original anyway, so
Which one's that?
The Crazies.
No, but I do like the new one better. It does it better.
I want to watch the remake again just to
Mm.
see if it's better than the original, because the original.
I think the original of this is better on one reason. That town
I've
that's
not
better.
seen the remake. I've seen the original for a long time ago.
The original is better because it's based on true story. It's based on a real serial killer.
Yeah.
And it was made near the time when the serial killings actually happened. It was more, taking a lot of the actual true story. It was far more accurate. Where the new one tries to, be Hollywood about it.
Oh yeah, well, it's Blumhouse, wasn't it? So
yeah, Blumhouse isn't bad because they try to make things cheap.
Yeah, which is a really for horror, it's always a good thing, to be fair. They throw loads of money at it. It's not. Unless it's from the 80s, it's called The Thing.
Yeah, exactly. There's a horror remake we didn't mention, 13 Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, that's absolutely amazing. That's one of the best horror films. I freaking love this film. I didn't even know it was a remake.
I got a confession to make.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but then
Fair
again,
enough.
I have not watched it since, and everyone keeps telling me I should watch it. So,
And look, honestly, I like it. I do. I think it's a nice, fun horror film. I don't think it's to me, it's not a serious horror film. It's very silly in the way Dark Castle's meant to be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the House on Haunted Hill, again, it's a very
Like I did like that.
Yeah.
So when I watched that, so
yeah, 13 Ghosts. There was a couple. There's another one that you can't remember, but of course they made Ghost Ship as well.
Oh, Ghost Ship! I remember that.
Yeah. That's not a remake. That was
just an original film.
Yeah,
it's from the same era. Like The Hauntings, another one as well. That was a remake.
The Haunting.
Yeah.
And it's just this silly horror which you're not meant to take seriously. You're not meant to be suddenly gripped by the characters and some sort of big character study on what this really means. It's idiots being idiots getting off by someone pissed off by idiots. And getting away with it mostly. I envy them. There's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning.
Yeah.
I mentioned that one. This is another film. Suspiria didn't need a remake.
Which one's that?
Suspiria.
Never watched the remake because I just felt it was unnecessary.
It is absolutely unnecessary.
Have you actually seen that?
No, same reason you're not watching, because it didn't need an like. The first one was so freaky and weird
Mm.
and scary at the same time. It didn't deserve a remake. It didn't need one.
Mm.
I Spit on Your Grave, on the other hand, is a remake done better.
I'm not surprised.
No, they're still very graphic with that particular scene.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's just I can imagine. I've not seen it myself yet, but I've seen the original, but I've not seen the remake, and I can imagine that being done better.
Yeah,
some aspects. So,
and again, it's one of those.
Still, as you say, a brutal movie, but yeah, I can see things being improved more in that one.
Oh
so.
yeah, and again, it's one of those revenge horrors, which is a fantastic genre because it flips the script. The bad guys are getting off by the good guy.
Yeah.
Halloween. That's not a bad horror remake, but it's not really a remake, is it?
Rob Zombie one.
I like the Rob Zombie one. It's the sequel's piss awful.
Oh god, yeah. That was odd.
Yeah, that's the Rob Zombie one, isn't it? And then you got the new remake, which is a sequel.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense as a sequel because they never find his body from the first one. It's the first one, isn't it? It's a sequel straight from the first one, not the second one.
Yeah. They ignore the second film. They're not related.
No.
That's Drunken Idea, John Carpenter had with a few beers.
Yeah.
It's not in that one.
And then it went into the whole Cult of the Thorn.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like Friday the 13th.
That was Halloween 6, wasn't it? The whole cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I like Friday the 13th better, because when they go silly, they go far out silly. Jason is dead.
Yeah.
Jason goes to Manhattan. Jason goes to space. They just go balls to the wall silly, and all of Jason Friday the 13th.
Oh, this goes hell or something else.
But Halloween never had the balls to go just mental insane with it.
One thing that I wish to happened. Well, it did sort of happen in the end, but with Jason Goes to Hell, we had the whole ending with Freddy turning up. Well, the glove.
Oh yeah.
But do you remember what else is in the film?
Oh yeah, you had like Ash's chainsaw,
Book of the Dead.
Yeah. Book of the Dead. Michael Myers. Was it Michael Myers' butcher's knife?
I can't remember. All I remember is the Book of the Dead, and they were planning on doing. Well, obviously, they did a comic book series of it in the end.
Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash.
Yeah.
But initially, it was going to be a actual film, but Sam Raimi said no.
And also, it wasn't just that one. There was going to be like a MonsterVerse.
Yeah, because it was going to be. I know there was going to be a Pinhead versus Michael Myers, I think it was.
Yeah, and Chucky was going to be in one as well. That would have been pretty. But Chucky, I don't know why people find Child's Play scary.
It's not scary. It's funny.
It's hilarious. He's so useless in the first two films. Even in the third film, he's fucking awful as a killer. Yeah. Like when he, like in the first one, he grabs that woman's head. It's only because she completely overreacted is why she died.
Yeah. I think it makes more sense when it went to like Briar Chucky when it got more the comedy sort of sense of it.
Oh yeah,
that's where it really shines. It's just silliness.
And Cult of Chucky should not have that sort of cinematography in it at all. It was like, you're not meant to be that good or that high in a Chucky film.
I was shocked by that. I have to say when I watched it, I was like, "What the fuck?
That's really stop being that good."
Yeah.
Of course, The Mummy's a remake, but I wouldn't call The Mummy a horror film.
Yeah, that's right. It's more of like an adventure Indiana Jones type thing.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Amityville Horror with Ryan
Reynolds.
Yeah.
I saw that recently.
It's so bad. He's so bad at it.
Strange, yeah. It's such a strange film to watch even now, like because it's fucking Deadpool going around I can't take him seriously.
You can't take him seriously.
He works better in The Voices. That was a better horror film for him.
Oh
Because
yeah,
his comedy chops.
House of Wax, obviously better than the original on a technical reasons, and plus you get to see Paris Hilton get offed.
Yeah.
That's always a good reason to watch a film. I didn't like the Child's Play remake.
Oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
That was a TV series. I didn't like it.
I didn't watch TV. I watched some of the TV show. I got fed up of it. I just couldn't get that because it was a follow up to the films, the recent films, and I just didn't like it.
And do you know what the reason why Chucky is evil this time?
Why?
Because I shit you not, it literally takes a page from The Simpsons. The programmer made him evil and then offed himself. It just reminds me of that Simpsons Halloween. Oh, look, you got it set to evil.
Yeah.
Like, God, that's just so daft. There we go. I've not seen any polls, but I believe that's based on a Japanese film.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it myself, so I can't say.
Fright Night. It's good. But
the original was good. The remake's fucking awful.
Yeah. The Fly, the original is good. It's fun for a 1950s horror, but the remake,
I watched that at a very young age. I thought it was really silly then.
Yeah, you can't dismiss the Fly remake. It's such a fantastic film, and had a good sequel as well.
I vaguely remember that. Did like when the dog died though.
Yeah, I'm too scared to watch this film. Not because it's a scary film. It's because the original Candyman is so good.
Oh no, I've not seen the remake myself. I don't want to.
I just don't want to watch it because they're gonna fuck it up. Because, like, in this time of this, social justice and all that, Candyman did it well. It wasn't preachy.
No.
It showed what was the problem. It got you to emphasize with it. But with this preachy cinema again, I'm just so worried the new Candyman's just going to be preachy as fuck.
Yeah.
And these are splatter remakes. But how is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey a remake? Did we miss a Disney film here? Have we got like the Great Adventures of Winnie the Pooh? Pooh at the second one, and then Blood and Honey. Wait, did we miss one here that was the Disney produced?
There's a new one that's come out with an evil Mickey Mouse.
Fuck me. And that's like Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie, yeah, I was about to say, because that's now in the public domain. So
not technically. It's got a weird thing about it.
Steamboat Willie has, or
no?
Oh,
it's not copyrighted anymore, but Disney can still stop people doing it because it's trademarked. If you watch at the end of a lot of new Disney films, they have the flip book of Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
With every frame. And because that's in their trademark, they can pretty much stop anyone doing it.
The animation logo now, isn't
it? But like I said, I want to see the original of this. I want to see Pooh going mental on in Disney cartoon form.
Oh, bother.
Hills of Eyes. I like the remake and I like the original. I think the remake is done really well. I think it fits. They keep the core film. I Spit on Your Grave. We've talked about that. Fantastic remake, fantastic original film. Halloween 2. Wait. Halloween 2. Halloween 2. Yay for Google.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong Turn. That's a good film. I've got to see the remake. I've got to see the remake. It's on Plex. This is what I mean.
Well, it might be good because of the subject matter, but I just think a remake of a film didn't need it.
I didn't need it.
There's another film where it's freaks in the woods killing teenagers, so fuck it, why not?
But then again, they have, but it's kind of weird because Wrong Turn, is it Wrong Turn that has the sequels which are just so fucked up and weird? Or is it The Last House on the Left? It's one of those two. I'm pretty sure it's Wrong Turn that has sequels. and they're just weirder and weirder and
Oh,
weirder.
they've got like 7 films. There's like 7 sequels or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've only watched one sequel.
but
Well, I don't know why. I like the other film. I just don't know why I've not gone through more than that.
because Splatter remake, Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street. Google knows its shit, doesn't it?
Go on, Google.
Doing its job so well. Evil Dead 2, kind of a remake though, isn't it?
It's kind of a remake, to be fair. Yeah.
It kind of is, and it kind of isn't.
Mm.
I think it's
The first 5-10 minutes, anyway.
yeah. I think it's a story Sam Raimi wanted to tell from the start. He wanted to be more comedic, but of course, he had to make the more serious original Evil Dead.
Mm.
And do you know the scar on Bruce Campbell's face is actually from the Evil Dead, and Sam Raimi did it.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Hey, Bruce, you're my friend. You want to be in this film? Yeah. I'm just going to smack you with this branch.
Yeah.
Why? For film. And that's actually not bad. The Evil Dead remake, again, I don't know if it's really a remake.
Oh, yeah, because... Yeah.
It does the same thing as the original. It's pretty much spot on.
It's set in the same universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it does the film. It does the series well.
Mm.
Maniac, we were talking about that the one the other day as well, weren't we? Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
He's got I like the fact that he is a damn good actor and he got out of Lord of the Rings and everything else. And remakes. Cabin Fever, Maniac.
Yeah, I know.
Last House of the Left.
That's
We just mentioned again. Black Christmas, that's a good one. That's a good remake, actually.
I remember that. They did a more recent one as well. I never saw that. Yeah.
Psychological horror films. Let's just end on a psychological horror.
It's like with just for a moment, I want to talk about films.
Yeah.
Not bad remakes, but remakes I never watched, like Wrong Turn. Not sure I wanted to. Cabin Fever remake, not sure I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes with Candyman.
Yeah.
That as well, so...
See, I want to, like I said, I want to watch the Candyman remake. I want to watch the Cabin Fever remake. They're fantastic original films, and watching the remakes is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be enjoyable because we kind of know what's going to happen. You know, we just want this. To me, it's always about that seeing how they've changed it and modernized it, but kept it the same at the same time.
Yeah,
you know, I think that's where remakes really work.
Yeah. That's what the modernize is going to be, though. That's what.
Yeah, because sometimes they kind of dumb down a lot of the violence for no reason.
Or dumb down everything else as well.
Yeah. It's like it almost becomes a parody of horror on their own way. You know?
Oh my god! I just remembered there was a Netflix remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you ever see that? Did you ever saw that? Oh.
I don't go to Netflix for horror. Ever.
No, but that existed, and I've watched it just to see what the fuck was that all about. Because when that was announced, like, really?
Why do you want to do that?
And it was fucking awful.
I'm not surprised. I always forget Red Dragon's a remake
of Manhunter. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's really stupid? Brian Cox is actually a better Hannibal Lecter. And yet everyone remembers Anthony Hopkins. I'm not saying Anthony Hopkins is a bad Hannibal Lecter. Brian Cox just did it better. I forgot Flatliners.
I didn't watch the remake. I refuse to.
So do I. That's like what I get. Look, I can understand sort of 70s and 80s films getting remade now because they're like 50, 40 years old. You know, making them for a new audience, you know, in the younger generation. But Flatliners isn't even that old to deserve a remake. You know,
I think all the people in Flatliners, all the people in the new one, I thought I prefer watching the original again because there's the proper actors in it.
Yeah,
not, you know, compared to the plain boring faces in the new one with
There we go. Who's in the original Flatliners? 1990. 27 years it took them
Kiefer
to remake it.
Sutherland. I think it was directed
Yeah, Kiefer
by
Sutherland, of
George
course. Julia, I forgot Julia Roberts was in it.
Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, William Bolden.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oliver Platt.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like Josh Gad?
Mm.
Yeah, there's some great actors in that.
Absolutely.
It's a damn good film,
Mm.
you know. And
That's why I refuse to watch the new one. I think what's the point?
not only that, you can imagine if it came out today, people would be talking about how it talks about life after death.
Yeah.
And how deep and meaningful it is. Like, no, it's idiots being idiots, getting consequences for being fucking idiots.
Oh, exactly.
There's nothing deep about it.
Nah.
You know, like did you watch the Tom Cruise Mummy?
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I kind of enjoyed it for what it was.
Exactly. It's a fun, silly action flick.
Yeah.
What were they expecting out of it?
I mean, I kind of understand now with all the people like they want a Brendan Fraser movie because they haven't seen Brendan Fraser in years.
No,
From that
yeah.
point, anyway, before he did the Whale and all that sort of thing. But I think that was the attitude at the time when that was announced.
Yeah.
I went in seeing Tom Cruise against the Mummy, just yeah.
And the odd thing is, it's actually in the same universe.
What's that?
The new Mummy's in the same universe as the old Mummy.
Is it?
Yeah. Because you know the Book of the Dead that they use in the first Mummy series film?
Mm.
That's in the new Mummy film. And it's not even a cameo or something on the shelf, you know? They actually pay attention to it.
Mm. Oh, that's
You know,
interesting.
it's a scene where it falls on the floor and which means I think what they were planning to do, because there was a sequel, it has a massive sequel bait, obviously, with the twin eyes and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
And I think it was going to do that. I think they were going to bring Brendan Fraser in for the next one to sort of help Tom Cruise out, you know, with hunting and killing mummies.
Mm.
And it would have been great to see the original mummy come back, you know,
Mm.
and see how he tied into all of it, because he's the one who created the curse.
I'll be interested to see what they were done with MonsterVerse, I have to say.
I think their biggest mistake with the MonsterVerse is that they tried too much too soon.
Yeah.
Because we had Jekyll and Hyde in it.
Yeah.
And they kept talking about the other monsters as well. They were like, rather than when Iron Man came out, they never really hinted at a greater universe. Iron Man was meant to be a standalone.
Yeah.
When they were advertising it, it wasn't until we all saw Nick Fury at the end, and we go, actually, there's going to be more.
Mm.
And same with the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. They should have just paid him. Honestly, they should have just paid him what he asked for to bring back to be Bruce Banner.
Mm.
They got Mark Ruffalo. How is just so bad.
He got worse as well.
Yeah.
In these, especially that last one where I guess the whole joke that the world has changed and he's a mixture of both himself and the Hulk, and it's sort of, this is fucking shit.
They should have just paid Ed Norton.
Mm.
Ed Norton was fantastic. And they didn't bring anyone back really from them either. Like Liv Tyler didn't come back.
Nah.
Was it Sam Elliott?
I think Sam Elliott's in the Ang Lee Hulk with
I think he was. 2008 film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Tim Roth was in it, and they've recently brought him back, actually.
Yeah. Or William Hurt. That's right. And he couldn't
Yes.
get back because
he did the one part before he passed.
Yeah.
Of course, now they got Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
But I just see that fucking meme of Harrison Ford go like, and I imagine that's probably what he was like when they're trying to film. Now do it, Harrison.
How do I do?
The Hulk.
I think honestly, I do think he needs to retire. especially from those sort of films.
Mm.
You know, he's not. The thing is, he's not a bad actor. He's a very good actor.
Yeah.
We spoke about this before, and how, you know, like in Clear and Present Danger, he's brilliant. Patriot Games, he's brilliant. The Witness is an absolutely phenomenal film, and he does it so well.
Yeah.
But doing all these action films at his age, just there's suspension of belief, and then there's that.
I guess with Red Hulk, mostly it's going to be CGI anyway, but
Almost everything in Marvel's, and their CGI has just got so bad.
the only thing I found funny about the that film is they got him as the president,
Yeah,
and they have the picture of Leslie Nielsen in the background. It's a Scary Movie 3 reference because
I know.
yeah, I love that.
And yeah, like I said, like he's really good in normal dramatic roles. And
Yeah.
like, I think no, Sam Elliott's dead as well, isn't he?
No, he's still about.
Actually, yes, he is. Because I was watching The Ranch. I was thinking, is he? I was thinking, dude's dead. Have you seen The Ranch?
No.
It's a really good TV series. It's got Ashton Kutcher in it and the other guy from the 70s show, but they killed him off and replaced him.
Oh, that's all right. I'll definitely watch it then. They're going to kill him off.
And they replaced him with Dak Shepard.
With who, sorry?
Dak Shepard.
I'm not sure.
Have you seen Employee of the Month?
No.
And that's it. Because, like, again,
I told he's not Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher's in it. Yeah, I like Ashton Kutcher as an actor. I think he's pretty good. I think his problem is he's in Idiocracy. He's the Why is he in Idiocracy? I don't think he's the friend. You know, the lawyer.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in that. Idiocracy is such a fantastic film.
Watched that again recently. It's so good.
Yeah, I've like again. It was fun. It's a fun comedy, and people have taken it far too seriously, even though it's coming very true.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
it's becoming very true.
yeah.
A lot of the nonsense that they talk about. Yeah.
He plays Frito.
Every time I see a tweet it says electrolytes, I just laugh now.
I know. It's got electrolytes. And yeah, he's in that. And
electrolytes. Good.
Yeah. He still kind of plays that idiot sort of thing.
Okay.
But he actually has a pretty dark backstory. It's meant right. It's advertised as a comedy, and yeah, it does do pretty funny parts.
Mm.
But and it is a big one. It's more of a drama. It is.
Yeah.
But it's this is how I think drama should be, and I've always said this is why William Shakespeare is a good drama writer.
Mm.
It's because there should be comedy in drama. That's what life is. Life's not just drama, 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 drama. It's drama and levity. There's comedy and drama in life, and you know, and he's like he's an Iraqi war veteran with PTSD, and his first scene is really shocking because you think they're going to get rid of him straight away.
Yeah,
and thankfully they don't, because he really does it makes it well. And do you know who Megan Price is?
No.
She's in Rules of Engagement. She's a fantastic actress, and she's got a nice pair of eyes.
Fair enough.
She's got a nice pair of jugs, because I've been watching Bottom. I fucking love Bottom, man. Rick, I tell you what, I can never like even you know
talk about jokes though.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, every time I see something, you know, some memorial about Rick Mail, I can't help but smile.
Yeah,
you know, Rick Mail just brought so much light into people's lives, didn't he?
He did. Oh,
Anyway,
speaking of Rick Mail, look, I brought on Blu-ray recently.
Guest House Paradiso.
Yeah.
Is that on Blu-ray?
Yeah, it's Blu-ray.
Is that the one that Aid Edmondson offered Netflix?
I don't know.
No,
I'm not into it, I have to say. So
did you? He like. I guess that was Paradiso came out on Netflix, and it
it's
was
still on
DVD.
Netflix.
It's still on Netflix.
No, it was on Netflix a little while back, and it was like the worst fucking quality of it ever.
Yeah, and Aid Edmondson tweeted out.
And the DVD was better.
Yeah, Aid Edmondson tweeted out says, "I got the Blu-ray. Do you want that?"
Hmm.
To Netflix. Oh, yeah, God. I tell you what, if they ever, I could just imagine if they try to do Bottom USA or remake Bottom, it just won't be funny.
Nah, not at
You
all.
know. What were we talking about? Anyway, we're talking about something else. But
I mean, they do a bottom remake. They get the violence right, but they just keep shooting each other.
yeah, Bottom US. But then again, they did actually shoot each other in that one as well.
Oh yeah, but they'll be constantly shooting each other.
I like the fact in Bottom, and at the end of every series, they died. And they really killed him in the last series.
Yeah.
What's he saying? Bravo team, go, go, go. Bravo team, go, go, go. And he got the fucking SES pop in. And oh jeez, I tell you what, Bottom is something everyone should watch. I like the live ones as well, like Hooligans Island.
Oh yeah, I want them to do a Bottom Blu-ray at some point.
Yeah, it was actually meant to be another series of Bottom.
Oh, Hooligans Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they said it just never worked out. They never had the time.
It wasn't that. It was well, it might be a bit of that as well. But I know A. Everson recently said that because Britman had his quad bike accident.
Yeah, as well.
Later, his mind was a little bit different when they came to writing stuff.
Yeah, he said they were in different places, even though they've always been good friends and they always were.
Yeah, when it came to writing, it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. You could definitely tell the stuff that Rick Mail wrote. You could tell the stuff that Adrian Edmondson wrote.
Yeah.
And it worked out well for them. And obviously, growing older and stuff like that. Obviously, I think another problem with if Rick Mail was still alive, I think the other problem would be with Bottom is it would be very stressful for them physically. It's a very physically comic show. It's what made it so much fun.
Yeah.
And Red Dwarf's still going with spin-offs now.
No, except some gold or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not really that good.
I
watched
some of it and I thought, not quite the same.
And I think the biggest problem is Chris Barry and Robert Llewellyn.
Yeah.
I'm not slating them as actors here because they are still funny in their roles. Rimmer is still funny. Crichton is still funny. They're still doing the jokes really well. It's just the pity is that Rimmer's a hologram. He shouldn't age.
But he ages.
Exactly. And Crichton's a robot, and he's not meant to age, but you can see the aging in Robert Llewellyn when he plays Crichton.
Yeah.
And even he's admitted he doesn't want to continue doing it because it's a lot of effort for him.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
It's fair enough. But what? I know we were talking about something else before we went on this tangent. Well, I'm going to just put a meter every time we go on a tangent, or I go on a tangent, and you just join me on the road. I'll tell you what. Oh, Harry Potter remake.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
And the guy goes, "I don't like the books. We're not." And it's
yeah. That's so me about. Someone told me about that. I'm like, really?
That's going to fill me with confidence. And have you seen the latest about the latest Marvel films as well?
No.
Almost everyone behind it has admitted they don't read the comics.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's pretty damn obvious, really, isn't it?
It's not like it shows.
No.
See, Black Widow could have been really good.
Mm.
I mean, Black Widow in the comics is a fantastic character.
I mean, it's building up to that though. It was had promise, and it just didn't deliver whatsoever.
I mean, they could do what they could have done, which would have been fantastic. Is trying to remember Bucky's Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier series with Black Widow, because they have very similar pasts. They were both brainwashed by Russia. They were both brought up in communist Russia, and then they defected to the US. Oh well, but that's just Disney. They can't do anything right at the moment either.
No.
Imagine having all these IPs, which have numerous books, numerous comics, numerous video games, all this lore and a universe behind them, and not knowing what to do.
That's just Disney in a nutshell for you.
Fucking yeah, I know, right?
I tried to do continuation of what was it, Willow? And then they took it off.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest problems with modern cinema.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. It really was. I see one of the problems I find with modern cinema is they try to add meaning to everything. Like everything's got to have this deeper meaning.
I know, it's unnecessary.
It's like dude, where's my car? You could just imagine someone writing some bullshit thesis on how it's about someone losing their identity via materialistic possessions. Right. You have watched the film, yeah? And you took it that seriously? Yes, because it's a serious look on 2000s materialism.
Yeah.
No, it's about two fucking idiots who lost their car.
Oh, yeah.
And went on a weird adventure. Anyway, what's your view on modern cinema, actually, while we're talking about that? Because I've been talking.
I don't even bother anymore, half of it. Unless it sounds pretty good. Like, I think the last one I had promised was Deadpool and Wolverine. In terms of a Marvel thing. The last good one I went to see at the cinema was probably... I mean, there's a couple of them since been alright, but in terms of like a cinematic, like one to watch at the cinema was probably Top Gun Maverick.
I haven't seen that yet. I want to watch that.
Oh, fantastic.
The last thing I saw in the cinema was the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Alright.
I have a daughter. I have an excuse.
I'm not judging. I just think, which one was it? Like, is it the very last one they did?
Yeah, the very last one.
Yeah. So they've done quite a few adaptations of it now, haven't they? So
yeah, it's not bad. It's there. I think my biggest praise. It's not an awful film.
I think it's like when it's not awful, it's just meh.
It exists.
Yeah.
It's the best
it's one of the films ever made.
Yeah. And we saw Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Oh, I've seen that.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was quite fun, actually.
So did I. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
And I didn't watch it initially at cinema. I thought, oh no, another 3.5 long thing where these big things transform into things is going to give me a big fucking seizure. And then I actually watched it and I thought, oh my god, it actually was fun. And I thought, oh my god, I could have watched that on the big screen.
Yeah. And then you go...
I'm not a big fan of those movies because it's just thinking, 4 hours of this. But it's not the robots. The robots will be more fun, but it's more like these humans I don't care about. Bring me more robots.
Exactly. This is why Godzilla vs. King Kong is fantastic. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah, like we don't care about the people; they're just background characters. I mean, I understand in terms of it's for plot, but as you say, it's like Freddy vs. Jason. You're going to see the Kong and the Godzilla fight. I ain't got a monkey, but I've got, that. That's what you want.
Yeah. To be fair, I would pay to see Feathers McGraw fight Godzilla.
Well, you don't need to pay for it. You can get it for free. So, so yeah.
And yeah, you go in there to watch And that's what the humans are there for. We're meant to have a plot in a film. Yeah, we'll let the humans do that bit. How much time? We'll give it like 15 minutes. They can cover the 15 minutes. And the rest of the film goes to just beat the absolute shite out of each other.
Yeah.
How does that work? It works. I mean, the biggest complaint about the new Godzilla film, and it was very close to flopping and not getting this whole universe, was because you don't see Godzilla.
Yeah.
What's the point of having a Godzilla film? You don't see the monster.
Oh, the 2014 film. My God.
I would say that was more.
The two. This is the example of what human characters should have been. It's called to hide over there so we get away the monster. Okay. And then the rest of the movie, bang, 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 crash, crash. You know.
Yeah.
Most of the movie, anyway.
Exactly. And that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
And the same with things like Transformers. I don't want to talk about fucking Shia LaBeouf getting hard on over Megan Fox. I want to see Optimus Prime beat the shit out of Megatron. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made Rise of the Beast so good, because that's what the film is about. No deep, meaningful plot. Nothing serious. It's robots beating the shit out of robots. And that's all. What more do you want?
Well, yeah, exactly.
And I think that's where the sequels went wrong. They tried to add too much plot into it. I can remember I took Talia to see The Last Night.
Oh, Transformers, yeah.
Yeah, The Last Night, the one with Anthony Hopkins.
That's right.
Yeah. And this is an autistic little girl watching a film about fighting robots. So there'd be lots of things that would stimulate her, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
She got bored. How do you get bored? How do you make a film about fighting robots boring? I mean,
easily when you watch a Michael Bay one.
I mean, he had to be trying to make it dull at that point. You know? And Michael Bay is not a bad director.
That's the thing. Why would they like that when... I think the worst one was probably the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Any of them with Mark Wahlberg's the worst one.
I mean, it's not him. It was the worst bit. I mean, I don't remember it. I think he was in it, but the one he was in, I think, was 4 hours long.
Yeah,
the majority of it was about them.
Exactly. Why would you make a film about fighting robots an epic film?
And about 2 hours in, I thought, oh, we're near the end now. Fuck no, this is no.
It's like
I turned it off.
It's like that Power Rangers, the new Power Rangers film.
I didn't see that. How bad is it?
When they actually became Power Rangers, fucking brilliant. Absolutely fun, right? Exactly what you'd expect. The first three quarters of the film is a high school drama.
That's what I was afraid of. I remember seeing a thing about it. It did sound like that.
And you have an autistic kid in it. And we all know he's autistic because he tells everyone he's autistic.
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
You know, like I do it in a professional manner. Like if I have to speak to a solicitor or, a professional, say, look, I have these social quirks. I'm autistic, and I know they're wrong, but please try and sort of tell me, that I'm doing something I shouldn't be. Like my last court case, I was fidgety as fuck. I just couldn't sit still, which is not a good thing to do in court.
No.
But because the court was aware of my situation, they didn't, they didn't do anything. They didn't, complain, didn't tell me to stop fidgeting. They knew the situation. But when it comes to people, your friends, you don't go, oh, by the way, I'm autistic. That's good.
Movies. Yeah.
It was an entire line you didn't need. And of course, he was so stereotypically autistic as well. Oh, I think that's what made it so much worse. Now, how do you think someone would be presented stereotypically autistic in a film? And I'll hold up a finger every time you mention something he did. What? No. So you name some stereotypes.
For being autistic.
Yeah.
Does it go down sort of Rain Man territory?
Very much so.
Don't mention it. Oh. Numbers.
Yep.
Numbers. Yep. Computer stuff.
Yep.
Trains.
No.
Really?
I'm
Wow.
going to give you that one because it was geology. It was stones.
Oh, okay. That's
Obsessive hobby. We'll talk about what was here an obsessive hobby.
Mm. At least it wasn't trains.
At least it wasn't trains this time, yeah. And the thing is, like, anyway, talking about that, he had all his pencils straight.
Oh god, that's a thing, isn't it? Of course.
I've never met an autistic person do that.
No.
Saying that,
I forget that's a thing that they do Hollywood.
saying that, I've never seen anyone autistic doing that. But saying that, I gotta have everything parallel.
Mm.
Like, if I'm sitting at a table, everything's got to be parallel to a side. I can't have it skewed at all. It does my head in. It's like, it's so fucking. And then I got to, like, if I'm eating dinner, I got to have my food parallel as well. Like, I will turn my plate until it's in the right position.
Oh, one of the things as well. Do they also repeat certain things like closing doors or something? Like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I was gonna say that's a thing. I remember that from another film. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing as well. Because Edward Norton did it in a film.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember I've not seen the film, but I've seen the trailer for it, and it's like she's like, "Can I have a light?" And he's got his lighter, he's got like this. He's got like so, oh fuck's sake, and just goes off.
I'll tell you what is a good film, which represents autism really well, and how very different it is in between two people. And you might have seen it, Benny and June.
Is that the one with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago I watched that. I remember
He's
it was good.
obsessed with Buster Keaton.
That's it, yeah.
And I love the way that it shows how their loved ones overreact as well. It's a very good. And I was just thinking about autism today because you know how everyone goes, how Sheldon Cooper's this pinnacle of autism in comedy.
Yeah.
He's not. He's just an arrogant smart ass.
Yeah.
Actually, you've watched Rules of Engagement, the comedy. It's got Patrick Burton in it and David Spade.
I've heard of it.
So you know it's going to be good anyway because of those two in it. And Patrick Warburton's character, I would say, is a better representation of autism.
What's it called again?
Rules of Engagement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I've heard of it.
And because he does things that autistic people do.
Yeah.
Like, what we would do is like, when someone rings us to say we're outside the door, it's like, why the fuck are you telling me you're on your way? I'll find out you're on your way when you get here. And he's open about what he means. He's like, he doesn't hide things. He'll just say, like, if he didn't want to do something, he'll go like, yeah, I just don't want to do it. I don't like people. And you'll see scenes where he's like talking to his friend Adam, and he'll go, well, you've been here a long time. It's time for you to go. And like, tell me you've never done that. Tell me you've never done that to anyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, you've been here a while, haven't you? Yeah.
I've done the worst thing. I hope he never watched this video. I went upstairs and just left him get on with you might get the message in a minute. I went upstairs and just left in the living room to get on talking and talk. I don't know what it is. I know it's an autistic thing. I just got fed up with just. At time I just got fed up. I hanged out with this guy all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I've had enough, and I'm going to the loo now. Obviously, I went to the loo, and then went off and watched TV, and just left him downstairs. Like, my mum was in the house, so she's let him out of the house. So I guess he's had enough now.
My worst one I do is, and I'm so bad at this. Like, I'll be in a conversation with someone, and when I get bored of a conversation, I walk away. And it makes me look so fucking rude. It's like, I'm bored of this, and I'll just walk off. I won't even say anything. I'll just get up and I'll just walk away.
Mm.
Or be able, what it could be even worse if I don't like someone, or I don't, when I don't gel with someone, like, what it's like. We know. It sounds weird, but autistic people seem to have this psychic ability to know what someone's like within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't like you. I'm just not going to talk to you. What have I done to you? Just met me. Fuck knows. I don't know. I just don't like you, right? So I'm off. You don't even know me. I'm not even going to bother down that path with you, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'll just walk away from conversations is probably my worst one.
But what you said about like, well, we also understand people for like within like 5 seconds. My mum is quite impressed with that. She always says I've got a great understanding of character, like does with a character of people before like other people, like she does, sort of thing. And
Yeah.
she thinks that's amazing.
My mum used to use me as a fucking canary when she had new people in the house. Like, if I stayed and started talking to them, they were fine. But if I just went, I'm going, we never saw them again. My mum's fucking character canary.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I love having these weird tics. I really do. Like, one of my weirdest ones is if I'm in a highly stressed situation where I'm not quite at the point of meltdown, but it's very stressful for me. I get a stutter, like a full-on stutter. So I got to calm myself down. And if I'm in a stressful situation, I end up stressing myself out because I'm in this situation where I shouldn't be stuttering, but I'm stuttering. So now I'm stressed out, I'm stuttering, which is making the stress worse. So my stutter gets worse.
I'm in a stress, so I always just walk out, no matter what it is, even if it's work. I'll just walk
out. Unfortunately, some of the stuff I do nowadays, I can't just walk out of.
This is it. Like, I get in trouble for it, but I just. I used to be really bad when I was at school, though. I used to just. Yeah.
At school.
That's why I walk out, because I'm scared what I'm going to do if I don't.
At school, I was more ADHD. It was where I was really hyperactive. If I got bored of a lesson, I just fucked around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We all did in that sort of age, so.
And if I really enjoyed a lesson, I was really good at it.
Yeah.
Like, one of my old friends from school, she would often make fun of me. She still does now when we talk about falling asleep in maths. I would sleep in every single maths lesson.
Yeah.
And before I fell asleep, I did all the work he gave us. I did the homework and anything he put on the whiteboard, blackboard, whatever, for us to do once we were finished. I had everything done. He couldn't find me anything to do, so I fell asleep. I was asleep in every maths lesson.
No, fair enough.
And then I managed to piss off a different teacher. I remember this teacher's name. It's Mr. Tyndall. Because he looked like a fucking hairy egg with glasses. And he wanted, like, I was pissing about in computer class. It was maths class where we were using computers, and I fucking hated it. So I got bored. So I was put in the center. Worst thing he could do in this room of computers, they had like a tables how they set out like a square circle. He put me next to him for me to behave. And he was planning his maths class. And he was doing that countdown thing, with the numbers.
Yeah.
And he was like, I had nothing to do, so I was watching him. And every time he did it, I said, oh, by the way, I do this, and this. He goes. Then he would do it again. I go, oh, by the way, this is how you do it. Like, literally before he even put his own answer down, I had it solved next to him. And then he goes, can you stop doing that, please? It's like, no, this is fun. And I'll never forget, like, I also had, like, as you know, we probably had a temper at school as well, like, when you got really wound up.
Hmm.
I broke one of my friend's nose by accident on purpose. I accidentally broke my friend's nose on purpose.
Wait, you accidentally did it on purpose?
No, it's fucking weird. I meant to hit his nose, but I didn't mean to break it.
Got ya.
Right? Well,
Yeah.
we were fucking around after school, and he hit me in the nose, and I hate my face being touched. Right? And he gave me a nosebleed, so I was starting really stressed. He said, and he kind of knew what I was going to be like, so he knew I needed to get it out. He said, "Okay, you can punch me in the nose." So I did, and I literally shifted his nose 1 inch to the left. He had to go in and have an operation of how badly I broke his nose.
Oh, bloody hell.
And I didn't even think I hit him that hard.
Hmm.
We were still friends afterwards. And even the teacher went, "We know you guys were just fucking about." That just shows you how different it was back then. I was not in trouble. His parents were pissed.
Hmm.
But the teacher went, "Look, they were just kids messing about."
Yeah.
You know, that's what happens. But yeah, like, I had a bad temper, and I got banned from playing badminton because of my temper. I hit someone with a racket.
Fair enough.
And we were meant to do javelin, and because of me, and only because of me, we had to use the foam javelins. The exact words of my PE teacher was, "Do you think I'm going to give you a weapon?" I got the whole class had to use foam javelins because they didn't want to give me a weapon. I was also hyper competitive.
Hmm.
You know, I couldn't lose.
Hmm.
That's autism at school for you. That's autism at school for you.
Yeah.
And like, it was. I tell you what, I was in. I had by my last 2 years of school, because I would refuse to do homework. I didn't do it. I wasn't going to fucking do it. I'm going home. Like, I'm going home, not at fucking school anymore.
Well, yeah. I was the same. I never did it.
My last 2 years of school, every lunchtime I was in detention. I had to book detentions.
Book it.
Oh yeah, they said you got detention this day on Friday. You got to go to detention. You go in detention on lunchtime. I was like, "Sir, I can't do today. Why? I have a detention with this person." "Fine, tomorrow." "No, I got detention with this person." When's your next lunchtime? "Next week." "How's that for you?"
Yeah, exactly.
And I got suspended once for hitting someone who was hated. This guy was hated by everyone.
Yeah.
We got into a fight, and no word of a lie, my friend, a different friend, she literally said, use your hip to hip, punch from the hip. They were telling me how to hit him.
I had kids at school telling me that as well, that I was good at hitting people. We got lots of suspensions, but yeah.
And yeah.
You got good friends like that, isn't there?
Yeah. And like, and then did you have a special room where naughty people went?
Oh yeah.
I literally spent 3 weeks in there. And then I got one, I had a head of year detention. These were fucking weird. And I'm so fucking proud of why I got this week long of detentions, by the way. It was a week long of detentions. I had to write lines.
Mm.
I got a spitball, got it on my fucking ruler, went to hit my friend on the side of the head. As he went down, the teacher stood up, and I could nailed her right in the mouth. I couldn't do that again if I fucking tried. And
fair enough.
And she went, "Who did that? Who did that?" And the whole school fucking class, the whole class grasped me up. She kicked me out of class. She was fucking red with anger. Like, this woman was usually peaceful, but she was fucking pissed. Like, you could see she was watching her language.
Yeah.
He threw me outside, and he went, "I don't want you in this corridor. Further away." I was so proud of that moment. Do you have any fun school stories?
Yeah, I remember there was a kid that they would never. He used to always bully me when I was in year 7,
Mm,
and when it came to year 8, I thought, "Oh fuck this! I'm not continuing this," because they wouldn't punish him because of he had a very severe ADHD.
mm.
He was a dick. That's not an excuse. He was a dick.
Yeah,
He went to prison in the end,
I bet.
and for he went stealing some woman's purse or something, and what happened was in year 8 when I had these few friends told me how to hit properly and all that sort of thing. He one day came up to me saying a few things that I ended up doing bang, 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 just several times. His nose started bleeding. I ran off before the teacher turned up. It wasn't even the class I was going to be in. I just bumped into him in the hallway, sort of bit. They were all lining up to get into the class. He was at the front. He said something to me, and I was just like, "Yeah, fuck you." He never bothered me again. That was
Good.
great.
That proves it wasn't his ADHD, then, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Like, it annoys me when people use autism or ADHD as an excuse. Like,
Yeah.
I think the worst thing is, I don't know if it's with you. It might just be a me thing. Like, I know what I'm doing isn't like socially acceptable,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but
Absolutely.
I can't help myself.
Mm.
Like, I think that's what makes it worse for me personally. Is like, I know what I'm doing is not socially acceptable, but I can't help it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And even when I'm super hyperactive, and I've been actually quite recent, quite lately, I've been really hyperactive. I have.
Alrighty.
I've literally been working out because I've got so much fucking energy.
Yeah.
I'm 40 years old. My body feels 15.
Mm. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. So, and when people use their autism or their ADHD as an excuse, it's like, but you know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
I know you can't help it, but you know what you're doing. At least apologize for it.
Mm.
Like, I apologize all the fucking time.
Mm.
Even though I've started saying, I'm in a good mood and I have ADHD, and now I'm going to make it everyone else's problem.
It's like showtime.
Yes. Are you in a good mood? Yes, and that's bad for you. Oh, but no, that's actually it's always fun to talk about our condition. I don't even call it a condition. I upset an autism. Like I said, my little girl's autistic. She goes to a special school, and I usually say I'm broken. Like, my brain's broke is how I usually explain it to people. Like, if I'm doing something particularly weird, I say, "Well, I'm sorry, it's my brain. It's broken. It doesn't work like yours does." And she goes, "Don't say you're broken because it's not true." It's like, seriously, sweetheart, it's fucked up. It's broken. Guarantee it. And I love people who get so offended when I describe myself as broken.
Mm.
I fucking love it. It's like, you
Yeah.
shouldn't say that about yourself. Do you want to see me do it again? Do that.
Exactly.
It's so fun. I love people being offended for me because I love putting them right in their place.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Like, I actually told someone off because they said I was an inspiration. Right?
Right.
I was on dialysis at the time. I was
Right.
on hemodialysis. That's one with needles. That's this piece of shit here.
Okay.
And I was in a homeless hostel as well.
Mm.
So my luck was pretty fucking bad.
Mm.
But I just got on with shit. I think my autism actually helped me because dialysis was very routine. I had to be out there at the right time, 4 hours, coming on, coming off. It was a very routine thing.
Yeah.
And I just got on with things. And I guess the person goes, oh, I think you're very inspirational in doing what you're doing. It's like, I have no choice in this.
Mm.
Don't call me inspirational.
No.
I also managed to work with the BBC when I was in Northern Ireland. That was fun.
Hmm.
They gave me a very fun bit of information.
Oh dear.
Oh, yes. Don't give to children in need, they said. They don't
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
he said.
Yeah, they don't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think.
I was shocked.
Yes, yeah, and I hate my autism. I hate it with a passion because what it makes me do. Like, I can just sit at home on my own for days and weeks, you know?
Mm.
Shit, and I don't even have to be in a bad place to do this,
Mm.
you know? And other times I love it because it kind of gives me the focus I need to do certain things. Like if I got like our film at the moment, I think I've emailed like 100 people,
Mm.
and I've still not stopped. I've started sending emails abroad now. I've done Britain. Now it's the rest of the world,
Wow.
you know, and it gives me focus on doing a project,
Mm.
you know. But it also makes me a big fucking show off. Well, it doesn't make me a show off. It makes me very good at things.
Mm.
And again, that's kind of a pain in the ass, especially if I'm working with people.
Oh yeah.
That was always the worst. It's like, I just want to get shit done and done well.
Yeah.
Do you have any more fun stories about your autism that you'd like to share? I got loads.
Well, it's not school, but talk about with work with people.
Yeah.
Well, I had fun at uni. Had to do
Yeah.
a group project in this middle of nowhere place in Wales,
All fun.
where yeah, it's like a hostel, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this house that's been you can hire it to stay there, and it's been used as a location for this film. And I don't ask what the film's about. I forgot, but it's this moody, depressing drama, and the fucking location was moody, depressing as well. Fitted the theme perfectly, and I think my autism just I just discomfort. I don't feel discomfort from home because year before I went to France and had an absolute fucking blast. Even though it's France, but
Oh, yeah.
that was a lot of fun because go to places, we went to different things. We were there. I think we were there for about 4 days. I think it was.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm in Wales for a week, and it's like you're not near a town. The next town's like half an hour away on a bus that we only had, and that was just for the tutors to get shopping for food.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so desperate to get out of that place, even just for half an hour, just so I can just breathe, just go somewhere. I just hated it because everyone there was moody. Everyone there was they're all trying to be professionals, trying to do. I was always discomfort anyway because I was having some personal problems during the previous summer,
Oh, yeah.
and I wasn't comfortable with just being in the middle of nowhere with literally there's no phone signal. We did have. I can't remember if we had internet or not. I think that was the other thing as well. But there was nothing there whatsoever. I think we did Wi-Fi though.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It sort of works. It's all right.
I just put my back. So I have bone disease too, just to add to more of my problems.
Oh, wonderful.
Energy with a 15-year-old and my bones hate it. Anyway, no, I think that's a good example of how autism can be different. If I was in that situation, I would have fucking loved it.
Oh, of course. I think it's because of the people I was with.
It might have been actually.
Yeah, I think that's what would have changed it.
Yeah.
But other because I did go off and when we had breaks and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and that was the best part because the actual place itself is actually quite beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The beach is like full of rocks and stuff, and I kind of wish, thinking now, I could have just gone off, done my own movie. I wish I did that, and I didn't. It's such a shame. But no, it was just a miserable time. Everyone, the people that were basically in charge, you know,
Useless.
sort of like, yeah, in these sort of like groups, these uni groups, are always in charge, and it's always a pain in the fucking ass.
No, I get you. I get you.
They're just there to just make people feel miserable. This is a serious production, blah blah blah. No, just it's a fucking uni film. They get a grip.
Exactly.
I feel like actual productions, if they're done well, I think they actually get along. Unlike this fucking group of people, which they never got along at all.
Oh, yeah, we spoke about that earlier. But with TV shows, a good TV show, you can see the chemistry. You can see they mess about. It's not that serious to them. They do their job seriously, but it's just them still mucking about half the time. If you look at a lot of the backstage stuff, but behind the scenes of Supernatural, you just see that all three of them just pissing about.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing. Like in terms of like film production or TV production, that's what I'd love to do. Like that sort of thing. That environment looks good when you see things like behind the scenes and things like that. Or,
yeah,
like South Park always looks like fun when they bring up things.
Yeah,
and with this film, it was called Ghosts, if I remember correctly. It's not supernatural. Well, it is sort of, but it was more of a drama type thing.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, it was just I did get along with the director. He was great. I still have him on Facebook actually. He was great. The guy who was the director. He occasionally when he'd see me doing absolutely nothing, he's like, "Yeah, you're right." Just letting the assistant director get along. We're just chatting in the back for a bit.
Yeah.
The only person I got along with, funny enough, is the person in charge. Sort of.
Yeah.
It's like when we have an assistant director, they're an absolute pain in the ass. And I thought, no, I'm not having that in my films.
No, I get it. Like we said before, like if you've got a good team and you're working, it doesn't matter what job you're in, really. If you enjoy the company of the people you're with, and your job's just so much easier, and you work hard and you work better.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think we should end it on that because we've been chatting for.
That's all right. I don't mind unless you just for the loo.
No, my back's starting to really fucking hurt.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so I've got to either lie down or do something stupid, which would be ramming my back into the wall and trying to put it back in place.
I mean, to be fair, you may not. I don't know if you noticed or not. I keep going like this.
Yeah,
it's just my feet, my legs, my knees get a bit funny after a while. Just been still. So yeah,
I get you. I get you. Anyway, this has been a fun conversation. Can't wait till next week. It'll be classic horror. It will be. We'll be looking at some classic horrors, probably mentioning ones we've already mentioned. We will start off talking about horror, and we'll probably diverge into very many different topics. Let's be controversial because we'll be talking about strong women in classic horror. And where do you want to go from? Do you want to go from up to the 90s? So we included, Fly and The Thing.
We basically covered the noughties today, so yeah, go up to the 90s sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak to one of my friends, see if I can get him on. I think he might enjoy it.
All right, that'd be good.
Right. You have a good day, mate.
You too.
And I'll see. We'll chat later on Facebook anyway. See you later.
See you, man.
Bye.
Bye.
End stream.